Now we will see how to add data into the table. So I will just say adding data, which is also called as, now we created columns, now we have to create rows. So it is called as inserting records, because for rows we call records, right? We use the terms records for rows. So for that we use the command insert. So this is the syntax I'm giving first. So this is right syntax. Insert into, insert space into, and then you will be typing your own table name. So this is a variable, so I have given in angular bracket, insert into table. Here we are not using the keyword table, remember. Values. Remember it is values. Some people write it as value and it goes wrong. Insert into table name values. And then there are various ways how you add values into the table. So right now I'm going to give you a simple way. Yeah, the actual values. So suppose I want to create first row. Fine. So how will we type the values? What is the, okay. Let me tell you, show you with the annotation what exactly you people are doing at this particular stage. More than annotation, this only will be better. So here is where I have created a table structure like this. So I have prepared table structure. And I have named it also. So my table is ready with column headings. Now what we are going to do is you are going to create the rows one after the other. So for every row creation, I'll be typing a separate command. Fine. Anyway, so I'll take this command down. Values. This I'm covering syntax first. So I will not type actual this one. I'll just write call1, or I can write val1, comma val2, etc. Till val_n. Fine. And then you will close the bracket, semicolon. So this is the syntax. Now I will give you example. Insert into, what is our table name? Student, right? Insert into student values. What are the values? How many fields we have here? And it should go in sequence only. Remember, these fields and their value should go in sequence. If you have given roll number as first in the definition, here also while inserting, you have to give the roll number as first, then second as name, third as DOB, and fourth as city. So I'll be typing roll number 1. For numerical fields, values, you don't have to give single quotes. For character or varchar or date, everywhere you have to use single quotes. Like, what is the second value? Name. So suppose I say second name as Ram. Complete single quote. What is the third? DOB. So in Oracle, date is always given like this. Okay, first 2 digits for the date, and then 3 3 alphabets or characters for the month. And they should be separated with hyphen only. No underscore, no dot is allowed. And then you can give and remember, even the date has to be enclosed in single quote. So starting single quote and end with single quote. Fine. And then the last is city, because city is again varchar, so it has to be in single quote. Now I close my bracket, give semicolon. So this is my example. All of you note down. Till then I'll just execute it there. If you paste with the bullet, it will give error. Fine. So this is my command. Invalid character. Sometimes what happens when you copy from Word, those single quotes are treated separate here. So it's better you type here instead of copying it from Word. I typed in Word particularly for you. Now here, these single quotes in Word, they look different. That's why Oracle gives errors. So it's better you type single quotes here. So can you see here, this is a successful command. 1 row created. Once it is successful, it will show you 1 row created. Done. Okay. Now to insert second record, I'll be using the same command. For using same command, I can use this up arrow. Up arrow will give me in command line interface the previously typed command. So here what I will do is I will just change the values. But I advise you people don't use this method as much as possible. Initially keep on typing. So another row created. How many rows we have created so far?
2.
2 rows. So now next command. To view table data. To view table data or to view the records. Again, I will type syntax first. The command is select star from, then you will use table name. This is for all the rules. There are various formats for the select statement that we will cover later. Right now we are using the simplest form. Then example, if I want to see everything from the student table, what should be my command? Select star from student. So table names are not case sensitive. So even if you type uppercase, lowercase, it doesn't matter. Fine, you should type like this. So let me just execute this command. Once you do that, press enter. So this is how it shows column headings on the top, and then it shows the rows one below the other. So even though you have typed 2002 and 2003 in 4 digits, it has cut it down and it has brought it to done. Everybody has noted this. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now tell me what is a command to create table?
Create table name.
And in bracket, the column specifications. Fine. Then for adding records,
Insert
table
name
insert
and the
insert table name, insert into
insert into
table name.
Values.
table name and then the values.
Okay, and then give the values separated with comma. And normally you have to use single quotes for non-integer values, may it be character or may it be even if you use comma to integer value, even then it is okay. Fine, it will take, it will not give error. But if you don't give for, like for example here, I try to insert third record. And I say remove this. See, single quote I have removed. What error you got? Quoted string not properly terminated. So these single quotes are very, very important. So you may think that, okay, because I have given one single quote, it's giving error. So even if I remove both the single quotes, see, column not allowed, it will not consider it as row name. It will consider it as some keyword or numeric value. So single quotes are required. Clear with this? And how will you see the table structure? What is the command to see the table structure?
DESC and table name.
DSC and table. Everybody is clear about it? Okay. Fine. So once we have seen this all, let us take different formats of select statement, one or two. Next, you say, yeah, to save the records. Somebody had asked this question, right?
To see the existing records.
No, not see, save. Saving the values. Okay, the command used is commit. Which command you use? Commit. Commit will save the values permanently. And once committed, you can't undo. Remember, once committed, you can't undo. Of course, you can delete the values. So if I want to save it now, which command I'll type? Commit. Remember, if you have not typed semicolon, sometimes what happens? Oracle thinks that you want to continue with the next line of the command. So it gives you the line number, thinking that how in create table statement you had multiple lines of command, right? Similarly, it thinks you want to continue again. So in that case, student get confused what to do. So no worries, you can give semicolon even on the next line. Press enter, it says commit complete.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, aren't there any data types like integer or float?
There are data types like integer and float. It is also available. I'll give you a list of data types. Actually, in theory, we learn it in SQL chapter, that SQL chapter in theory. We cover little later because there are so many other things are also involved in that. So there are. I will just quickly show you the data types available. You can even use those if you are comfortable with that. I'm sorry, it's not. No.